Good morning. It's it's in the upper 50s morning here in South Florida. It's a Thursday and I'm going to go for a hike. I'm at the Dupuis Management Area. I'm at gate number 2 in the Dupuis Management Area, which is where all the hiking trails are. And I'm going to do loop number 1. And if I'm very ambitious and when I come back, I'm going to do loop number 2 as well. But right now, I'm going to plan on doing loop number 1. I think it's about 5-something miles, and I'm going to get started. I am the only person here, and the trail is right in front of me. You can see the map over here shows all the trails, and this is what I'm going to do now. Well, good morning again. Like I said, it's almost 8:30 now. I just started my trek. It's approximately a 5.2 mile. Once again, it's an in and out. It's a loop. There is a loop in here. So basically, there's a straight entrance that you go down, and then there's a loop, and then you walk back out on the same entrance path that you came in. So you can see it's got white blazes. And I'm going to follow the white blazes. I'm looking to do more trails, not ruck as much, but actually hike a little bit more, and not go over the same places. I think both you and I are looking for something different than what I see in the same place over and over. It's, a nice hiking area, and it'll give me a good stretch of the legs, as I say. And you can see here the damage done by hogs as they dig up and looking for food. All on the trail I've seen a sign of them. This is just one area. And you can see it there too as well. They were rooting around finding things to eat. And obviously they do extensive damage. It doesn't take long for them to do that, especially if there's a little group of them. It's 8:45. I'm about 3/4 of a mile in, and had to stop and use the facilities. So I'm walking along the trail. Done about 0.9 of a mile so far. Today we're traveling light. I have my day pack that I just bought up in Georgia, my $10.80-something special from Walmart, and I just have a few snacks, probably a little over a liter of water. I don't know if there's a campsite, but there's a vehicle here. And there's a pavilion. So this must be the picnic area. Well, I'm certainly glad I didn't wait to go to the bathroom at the pavilion, thinking there might be, since it's a picnic area, there might be facilities. Of course, there were none. It's basically just a pavilion and a cleared out area. It looks like a campground, but it's obviously not, because they don't want you camping there. I believe there was a fire ring, and I saw a vulture there. But other than that, no facilities. So I did find some garbage on the trail, and I put it by the loop. So when I circle back, I'm going to try and grab it and take it with me. It looks like someone dropped a package of wipes. So they don't belong here. They look fairly new. So I put it by the trail, so if that person is out walking, they'll see them, and if not, I'll try to pick them up on my way out. Passed over the 1 mile mark, and we're on the loop. And this is what it looks like. So far nice. The tread is nice. There's really not a lot of roots and stuff to trip over, so that is very pleasant so far in the mile or so I've walked. Haven't seen any wildlife, and it hasn't been wet, so that's good. The only thing you had to watch out for is, I guess this shares the area with equestrian use, so there was some horse poop on some of the trails when I crossed over, and one or two spots, but that was the biggest hazard I've had so far. And walking along just to the side of the trail, there's this. Not exactly leave no trace. They didn't even make an attempt to bury it. And I believe those are wipes anyway, they don't biodegrade. A nice open view, and except for the power lines in the distance, you'd have no idea of anything man-made being in the area. I just passed the 2 mile point walking on my watch, and out here by myself, except for that person in the car. I haven't seen anyone, haven't seen any wildlife at all except for some birds. I'm sure I'm making noise enough to spook stuff, but no snakes, nothing. Didn't bring a trekking pole. I thought about it, but most of the recent reviews said it was dry, and I really rather have my hands free. It's not a very technical hike in terms of going over stuff, and I didn't think I would need it. And however, I am still recovering from my cold that I caught up in Georgia. So it's been about 2 weeks now, and my throat is feeling a little better, but I still feel like I'm constantly either coughing or making noise. So I'm sure that's not helping me see any wildlife. And I think I'm coming to the part where Loop 1 might circle back, but we'll see. I'm obviously crossing a trail here, an equestrian trail. As you can see, dirt path, and there's plenty of prints in here. So we're just gonna go across, and obviously some vehicles have been here as well. I saw a couple of truck tires, looks like from a tractor or something. So as expected, shortly after crossing this equestrian or dirt path, there's like a little loop, a little lobe I should say, really, and then you come right back to it. If you're doing loop number 1. And this will take me to the loop. So I'm basically heading back now toward where I started, and a little less than halfway done. So, but I'm probably amending my original plan. It seems silly to walk back to my car and then start this whole trail again, although that's a thought. So what I may do is just go to the picnic area, take a break, and then maybe continue and do loop 2. So it won't quite be the 7.5 miles, but it'll probably be pretty close. Some hogs. Just gotta be careful. I don't want the assuming that's mama. Let's protect them. Sows. Yep, looks like 3 little piglets. 4, 5, 6. She's been busy. Taking care of them. Yep, and this is what damages the trail so much. As they root around. Beautiful color brown. I thought they were dogs at first. I thought it was a puppy. I guess they finally heard me. Mom went off to the right though, and the piglets went off to the left. We got 3 sows. Yeah, looks like 3 little piglets. 4, 5, 6. Oh, she's been busy. Taking care of them. Yep, and this is what damages the trail so much. As they root around. Beautiful color brown. I thought they were dogs at first. I thought it was a puppy. I guess they finally heard me. Mom went off to the right though, and the piglets went off to the left. Just gotta watch out for Mom. Okay, a little further on, I passed the area with the piglets and the pig. Mama rejoined her babies on the left side of the trail, and I'm gonna keep moving on. Yeah, a little excitement. And she grunted though. I got a little a little nervous, you know. So, well, at least I could say I saw some wildlife today. And my watch is showing I've done about 2.75 miles. So I'm at least about halfway done with this loop. And we're seeing what we're gonna do. We might decide to do a little bit more. And like I said, I might stop at the pavilion and maybe do loop number 2 just to get a little extra miles. I'm walking along the trail and just this beautiful little pine outcropping with a little clearing in the center. That would be great for camping. Though I don't believe there's any camping here, but just nice. So a little more open here, not so cloistered, walking through shrubs. I like seeing a little bit better where I'm going and what I'm doing. And I believe I've come back on to where the loop is. It's now 9:38. I've walked 3.2 miles. And it's quite breezy. The temperature's cool. It's still overcast, which is nice. It does mean I have a lot of trouble determining which direction I'm kind of heading because I can't really see the sun. So just a minute ago, I was at some clearing and I heard a bird, and I used the app I use to figure out what kind of bird it was. And I originally identified it right away, and then slowly it took in 5 or 6 different types of birds. And I'm trying to locate this bird in the tree, and I'm hearing it, and I know it's there, but I can't see it. So I'm assuming that's a skill that maybe you develop if you're like a bird watcher. Because I mean, I'm looking at the tree, but there's a lot of foliage, and I don't see the bird, but I hear it. and my ears are telling me it's over there. So I'm probably pretty close, but you know, it's not exact. But I'm like, how do you find these things? I guess I don't know. So it just got me thinking that I guess as a bird watcher, maybe that's a skill that obviously with practice you develop and notice the bird, or you're able to locate it better using, you know, after time, your eyes and your ears. Things I think of while I'm walking. Trying to avoid humming or singing songs, which is what I seem to do a lot. I didn't realize I did that until I started recording myself. And I have numerous recordings of me, you know, either humming, whistling is very common for me. I whistle a song. Just short of 4 miles into my hike, and came to an area. There's a bench here, and there's also a sign for the family campground, which I did not know it was on this trail. Didn't know about it. Doesn't show up on a map of the trail. So I guess that's good to know. Maybe research that. But I'm assuming it's pretty primitive camping. It's 10:04. I'm coming back to the start of the loop, and I've gone 4.34 miles. I'm going to go to the, you can see there's the sign of the loop, and there's the wipes that I picked up. Here's the, there's the package of wipes. I'm going to leave those there. I'm going to take them back with me. So I've reached the beginning of the loop now. I'm going to walk back to the pavilion. I see there's another RV here now. So there's 2 vehicles here. And I'm going to stop at the pavilion, have a drink. I think I'm going to have something to eat. And then I'll debate on whether I'm going to go and do loop number 2 as well, or just head back to my car. So